Kevin Costner's 78% Rotten Tomatoes underrated Western masterpiece lands on a new streaming home. A Western icon, if there ever was one, Kevin Costner has taken the genre to tremendous new heights at a time when it was on the endangered list. He continues to put his might behind Westerns, having starred in the landmark series Yellowstone and having directed the Oscar-winning Dances with Wolves. He has invested a large portion of his personal wealth in the epic Horizon, an American Saga franchise. The first installment of the proposed 5-film series was released to an underwhelming box office response last year, putting its future in jeopardy. An already shot second film awaits a release. But Costner could afford to take these risks because of the goodwill that he has built for himself over the years, a goodwill that he first developed with the classic 1985 film Silverado, which is now available to stream for free on Tubi. Directed by Lawrence Kasdan, the famed writer behind Star Wars. Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, the movie debuted to mostly positive reviews. Silverado also featured Kevin Kline in the lead role, alongside Scott Glenn, Rosanna Arquette, John Cleese, Jeff Goldblum, and Danny Glover. The movie was produced on a reported budget of $23 million and ultimately grossed around $32 million, making it a modest hit. It would have earned its budget back several times over thanks to reruns on television and its availability on streaming. Silverado holds a 78% score on the aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, where the critics' consensus reads, boasting rich detail and well-told story, Silverado is a rare example of an 80s Hollywood Western done right. There's an interesting detail in there. The Western genre had taken a hit by the time Silverado rolled around, after witnessing a heyday between the 1940s and the 1960s. The era of John Wayne was over, and Clint Eastwood had only a handful of great Westerns left. Pale Rider was released in the same year as Silverado, and Unforgiven was still a few years away. In a feature for Collider, Jeffrey Spiker praised Costner's performance in Silverado and wrote, "Seeing him just beginning to carve out a permanent niche in a long and storied career in Hollywood with such youthful exuberance is pretty damn satisfying." The 13 best 1980s Westerns ranked. Costner himself described Silverado as a career-making movie for him. He wrote in an Instagram post last year, "I'll never forget my joy at finally being in a Western movie. It has been my life's dream since being glued to my seat watching how the West was won when I was 7 years old. I have that same joy right now, working on Horizon. The story we're telling has been in my heart for nearly 2 decades, and it'll be yours in just a couple of months. I hope you'll love it like I do." Horizon couldn't break even theatrically last year, which resulted in Warner Brothers pulling the second film off its release schedule. The status of future installments is still up in the air. But you can watch Silverado on Tubi and the first Horizon movie on HBO Max. Stay tuned to Collider for more updates.